Hello and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I will be reviewing something that isn't necessarily Hot Wheels or diecast related, but since I've said that this channel was supposed to be car related, this is technically car related. It's supposed to be racing. So the thing I'm going to be reviewing, and this is probably going to be the one, or maybe if I say it maybe once in this channel, I'll probably review this type of stuff, maybe more, but here it is. It's the LA Street Race 1998 NASCAR Featherlight Southwest Series race program for the running of the 1998 Kragen Z1 200 in the streets of LA. So this I actually found with three other programs that I picked up at the flea market, which all three of them were California Speedway. Two of them one of them was from 1998, and the other one was from 1999, and the third one was from 2003. And also it came with this. So I'm wondering if this race fan went to a bunch of like the California races, like NASCAR races. This isn't Winston Cup, but it's NASCAR, and it's from Southern California, so that's pretty cool. I found it sealed, all of those for like about $1 for each program, so I was like, yeah, I better take all of these. And well, it does look pretty cool. It's pretty new. I really like the design on it. And it also came with this, which was the CD for America Online. I don't know so what it's supposed to do. It says like to get news stats of like racing, like car, IndyCar, NASCAR, whatever. But I think it's pretty sick that actually came with it, but I don't think I'll ever use it. Whatever. But that isn't the only LA Street Race thing that I own. I also own, you've probably already seen it, this hat that ran in the it was sold during the 2000 race of the LA Street Race. It was the LA Street Race 200. And it looks pretty cool. It just has a logo on it, and on the side it says NASCAR Touring, because it was the Featherlight Southwest Series. And on the back of the hat it says 2000. I don't think I'll be able to show you. I'll probably put like a photo. And I also got a polo shirt that also came with the hat. The polo shirt, it's pretty nice. It doesn't really fit on me that much, but I'll probably buy like a case to have it displayed on my wall, and because it does look nice and it's pretty vintage, and it's also pretty rare because this race is pretty obscure. So enough of me explaining. I think you guys just want to take a look at this rare race program, which I even know if many people even own. So here we go. Okay, since I don't have really like a lot of space in my collection to do this review, I pulled out a nice little desk, and since I don't really have like a table in my room, since my room is a little tiny, this will have to do for now. Maybe I'll do this when I have to do some giant reviews, but this is how it's gonna work so far. So let's get started. So here it is. It's by Race Masters, the Racing Fan magazine. So it's the 50th anniversary of NASCAR, 1998. The first running of the Ford LA Street Race by the Coliseum at Exposition Park. I actually don't know how much these would have costed. I wanna say like maybe $10 to $15. The most 20, because the other Auto Club Speedway ones, they cost about 10. So it says featuring the Kragen Z1 200, and it happened to the 5th and 7th of September of 1998. And the NASCAR series they ran was the Featherlight Southwest Series. It's kind of an underrated series, just saying. The cars they look pretty cool, and the racing product is really amazing. It's unfortunate they're not around anymore. I guess the closest thing is the KNN series. So let's take it out. We'll get to that in a little bit. I'll just leave it by its side. And there is the program, and it's actually pretty new for its age. I guess it's been in the bag for over 20 years, but yeah. Here's the back, and it says the NASCAR pin collection. So you could have gotten a pin for every single race that ran, and just one for the champion, and of course the logo, 50th anniversary logo. and I don't think that really works anymore. I think it might have been expired. So let's open it. And this is basically, I think, what everybody's waiting for. The details in here is pretty rare. So we got the LA Street Race official program for the Kragen Z1200 NASCAR Featherlight Southwest Series. So here we go. This is an official reveal. So it goes, welcome. And this occurred near the LA Coliseum in Exposition Park in the streets of LA. So it looks like they ran these like pro racing series, American City Racing League, and we got like spec trucks, and of course the main store, which is the Featherlight Southwest Series cars. This is the founder of the LA Street Race, William A. Burke. If you didn't know, he also invented or created the Los Angeles Marathon, which is super popular today. I don't know why this wasn't popular back then. It should have been cool. Especially because like Mark Martin, Chad Little, Boris said ran in this race. And they even filmed an episode of Baywatch here as well. There's like a little cameo with Mark Martin. And it also included his number 6, his Valvoline Hot Wheels car.
It's your buddy Mark Martin. And he remembers you.
And that car, they actually released it in diecast, the 1/24 scale. Hopefully one day I'll be able to buy it. And of course show it off to my collection, or at least show it off on YouTube, because I don't think no one has done a video yet. So hopefully I'll be able to get it soon and just have another piece of the LA Street Race in my collection, because I'm really into this race because it's super obscure and it literally happened close by. I live in LA, so it is pretty sick. This, I think it's gonna be super, like no one even knows the diagram. Okay. So here's the schedule events. We'll take a look at this in a little bit. And I'll actually move the schedule events. So on Saturday, September 5th, we had the American City Racing League practice. The Porsche, they misspelled Porsche or Porsche. Oh geez, that's pretty horrible. And there's the Ford pace cars, and then there's no Southwest Series anything until Sunday when they actually practice. And then on here we got more practice, and then we have qualifying for the Southwest Series. And then we also have the spec truck qualifying as well. There's the Porsche. Again, they misspelled it. I don't know how. Got more practice on Monday. And then at 12, all the racing leagues start to race, and the Kragen Z1200 would commence. And this is the map diagram of the racetrack. So it ran from, so the start finish line was near the California Science Center, and it ran up until 39th Street and continued up to Figueroa Street. Took a left on Exposition Boulevard next to USC. This would be USC right here. Then it goes a hard left onto Menlo Avenue, and then another left on 39th, and then that'd be Coliseum Drive, and then we got another turn and back across the start finish line. Right here would be the Coliseum. This would be the Science Center. This would be the Rose Garden, the Natural History Museum, and the Aerospace Museum, the African American Museum. This would be the paddock area, and this is the sports arena where they had the LA Racing Experience, which was free, and you could check out all the cars there. Super cool. Pit area would be on Coliseum Drive, and it would exit out on Figueroa and 39th. So that's pretty cool. This is actually a pretty rare photo, so there you go. If you want to make your own racetrack for the LA Street Race, there you go. So here I think they talk about the LA Street Race, or not the LA Street Race, the Featherlight Southwest Series, which commenced in 1986. The American City Racing League commenced in 1988. Ultra Wheel Spec Trucks commenced in 1996. And the SSCA Pro Racing commenced in 1997. So we have a whole page of the Featherlight Southwest Series describing how it is. And here is a photo of, that might be Matt Crafton. Yeah, it says Matt Crafton. It's number 46, Monte Carlo. Or it might be a Ford, I think. I think he drove a Ford. Because I watched the 2000 version of this race, he was racing a Ford. So I can't really tell, but I think it might be a Ford. Here's the American City Racing League, and the cars look pretty sick. I've actually never seen like these cars before. It looks like IndyCar and like actual production cars like mixed together. It's pretty sick. And here they lay it out like if it's a high school yearbook or like a school yearbook. So we got the drivers for the American City Racing League. So it says Team San Francisco, Team Fresno, Team Las Vegas, Team St. Louis, Reno, Seattle, San Diego, Portland. I don't really understand all this. Maybe someone could comment down. And here is the drivers for the Southwest Series. So we look around, and one of the big names right now is Kurt Busch. Yep, he raced in the Featherlight Southwest Series, won the championship in '99. And well, he's already a Cup champion, but unfortunately, I think he's about to retire because of the accident that he had in Pocono with the next gen. So it's kind of sad. So we have a couple notable names. Here's Matt Crafton next to Kurt Busch. I don't know how I didn't see that, but we got Matt Crafton currently in the Truck Series. And we have, this one is significant because Steve Portenga, or I think his name is Steve Portenge, he won this race, the Kragen Z1 200, and he beat out everyone else: Willie T. Ribbs, Mark Martin, Chad Little, Kenny Schrader, and Boris said even. He beat out all of those in LA, so that's pretty cool. Take a look at the rest if you want to see any other like drivers. Jim Engelbart was about to win the race in 2000. Unfortunately, that didn't happen because of the brakes. So here's a Ferrari show that they were gonna have on display. That's actually pretty cool. Bunch of different Ferraris. Looks like this is an F40 that was open up. I don't really know much about these other Ferraris. That might be a Testarossa, but I think I might be wrong. Comment down below if you know. This one looks pretty cool. Sinclair, it's like the oil gas company thing. Then there's the LA Racing Experience. So there's a couple of whereas there's more of the spec trucks. It's like that 99 car got in an accident. And here's more Porsches that actually looks pretty cool for like a vintage photo. And more of the spec trucks. Discover Exposition Park. I actually haven't been to Exposition Park in a long while. I was about to go for the Coliseum race, the Clash at the Coliseum, which was not NASCAR's first experience in LA. It was their second one. I think it should be their fourth, because we had the 1998 race, the 99, and the 2000 race, and then we have the 2020 race, but it was actually in the Coliseum, not driving around the Coliseum. So. But I think the race outside the Coliseum was more cooler. It's bigger, it's street race, you know. It is not NASCAR's first street race. Well, the Chicago one at least. This was NASCAR's first true street race, but it wasn't the Cup Series. So, building the course, and I did read a little bit of this, and it said that it needed lots of pounds of concrete, like 10 million pounds of concrete and flat rail to do the catch fence and the walls. And you know, they had to deal with the traffic as well, because LA is very horrible for traffic. And when you have to close down a main road, which is Figueroa Street and Exposition, boy, traffic is gonna be horrible, and they have to open up those streets as much as they can until they actually start practicing and qualifying and racing. So that's cool. speaking of the concrete walls and stuff, I did read an article that said that there was actually a couple fans in the 1998 race where, well, they weren't fans, they were like people outside the track. Like, they had their picket fences, and it said like NASCAR's celebrating 50 years of racism, because, you know, they probably thought that NASCAR was a racist sport, and I guess it is a little bit. American Online and Ford, of course, you can end it with Ford. They sponsored the event, all 3 events in the LA Street Race, so pretty cool. And we made it to the end, so that was the program. But that's not gonna be it yet. We need to check out the CD. Actually, I'm not gonna open it because this might be rare. And the reason why they might have included it, I feel like, because I've seen like an old like photo, a rare photo of the 1998 the pro racing Acura NSXs that ran in the LA Street Race, not the NASCAR one, but like the other series, SCCA. I saw one of the banners for American Online, so I think they actually did sponsor a little bit of it as well. I race online, and there's a photo of Dale Senior's car, and they put a huge filter. I don't know, it looks cool, but it doesn't really look cool at the same time. And there's the back. 50 free hours. Try the new improved American Online 3.0 with IndyCar, card, NASCAR, and more. So yeah, I think it was supposed to give you 50 free hours to try the website, see how you like it. It says free internet, free email, free software, free games, free magazines, and more. And there is that registration code to boot up this thing, but I think you only need a Windows 98, and of course no one almost has a Windows 98. I certainly don't. But so yeah, that has been the race program for the 1998 Kragen Z1200 Ford LA Street Race. So if you like it, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.